Hello, my name is Kate, and today we will be doing a restorative yoga sequence. So to start off, we're going to start an easy pose. To get an easy pose, we just sit crisscross applesauce and make sure our spine is completely elongated and straight. If you need, you can place blocks under your knees, or you can lift one foot on top of the other leg and do the same with the other leg. Right here I am adding some head rolls just to alleviate some tension in my neck. Next up, we are going to go to child's pose. Go to your hands and knees, bend down, and walk your hands forward until you are folded. You can place blocks on top of your ankles or widen your knees if you need to modify or deepen this pose. Right here, we try to focus on our breathing and breathe slowly in and out. Next, we are going to go to our tabletop and switch from cat to cow pose. So walk your hands back towards your knees, spread hands and knees, ankles until shoulder width apart, and lift off ankles. Now for cat, you're going to lift your back all the way up until the sky and let your head rest and fall. But for cow, we're going to do the opposite and put an arch in our back and lift your head. You can put blocks under your hands for modification, or you can even add head circles to deepen the stretch. We're going to do this for a few more breaths. Next, we are going to go to downward dog. To do this, you lift your knees off of the mat and make sure that your hips are almost at a 90-degree angle and your head is looking towards your feet. Straighten your knees as much as possible and straighten out your arms. Push your stomach against your hips to make that 90-degree angle. While we are here, we're going to bend our knees and stretch our ankles a bit. Next, we're going to lift one leg towards the ceiling and then move that same leg forwards, but next to our hands at almost a 90-degree angle, and sit up. Make sure to lift your chest high, straighten your back knee, and place hands in front of or next to your leg. If you need, you can deepen this one by straightening your front knee out a little bit more. This helps to alleviate tension and pressure in our hips. We are going to unwind by lifting the same leg and going back to downward dog. Right here, I am bending the knees to get slightly of a deeper stretch. And then we're going to lift the opposite knee and do the same thing all the way to pigeon pose. Again, make sure to lift your chest high. You can straighten out your knee a little bit more like I just did. We're going to hold and focus on our breaths. Next, we're going to lift hands off of our knees and hips. We're going to walk both feet forward and sit up and bend forwards to seated forward fold. Make sure to lengthen your spine, look at your knees or shins, and reach towards your toes. If you need, you can bend your knees slightly or pull apart your legs slightly so that it modifies and makes it a bit easier. If you need to deepen the stretch, you can flex your feet towards you. This is where I modify and reach further. Next, we are going to lay on our back, and you're going to lift your knees and your feet up to the sky, grab your feet, and pull them apart. This is happy baby pose. If you need, you can use your arms to keep legs from widening too far for a modification, and you can use your arms to push knees down towards the ground for a deepening. This will help relieve tension in hips and your back. Next, we will pull legs back together, lower one of the legs, and bring the other leg up and across your body. The two arms are going to stay on the ground. Adjust as needed and pay attention to your breath. This is the supine spinal twist. To deepen a bit, turn your head towards the leg that is twisted across your body. If you need, you can place blocks under the knee that is across the body to help modify. This actually helps improve digestional tract function and releases tension in the lower back. Now we're doing the same thing on the opposite side. Raise the other leg, lower the leg that we first did, and pull it across our body and look towards our opposite hand. Again, try to relax your back muscles to release any tension. And finally, we're going to end in our final Savasana, or our corpse pose. To do this, we unwind our entire body, put legs together, hands by our side with palms facing up for an open posture. Keep head at a neutral angle with our eyes looking towards the sky. Try to slow your breath and notice each muscle relaxing. Thank you so much for joining my restorative yoga sequence today.